Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley.
And I'm Tommy.
And together we're magically making it more. So today we have a super duper fun video for you.
Yes.
Clearly it's a cooking video because we're in our kitchen.
Clearly it's a Christmas video because we look like a Christmas tree shop exploded on us.
We do. So I actually made these last year.
Yeah.
Which is why some of mine is missing because I had tinsel up here and it was too itchy.
Yeah, I'm surprised all the ornaments are still on there on mine, so.
But it has a fully functioning stocking.
Yeah, it goes all the way in there.
It fits a bottle of wine. Our awesome friends Jess and Andrew over at Magic in Michigan put together this with our friends Megan and Juliet over at the Pumpkin Queens, and they put together this really fun Christmas cookie collab.
Super creative, yeah.
So there are 15 channels participating.
Yeah.
Ours kicks it off, so this is the very first day of it.
Hopefully we start off on a good note, yeah.
But so you can look forward to 14 more videos and awesome Christmas cookie treats and things like that coming. We will leave everybody's channel linked in the description down below, so you can go check them out each day to see what cookie they come up with.
Yeah.
So we are going to make a bourbon pecan cookie.
Sounds good.
This morning I already browned some butter.
Yeah, when I was asleep. So I was asleep in that part of the video. I'm awake now.
Yes, so we just went to the store, we got all of the ingredients. It's our first time ever making these cookies, but they sounded really delicious.
Yeah.
So the first step that we need to do, so I did preheat the oven because that takes the longest.
Yeah.
So the first step that we need to do is chop some pecans. So we need 1.5 cups of chopped pecan halves. And then we need 1.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and you put them together and then you put them to the side. So we're going to do that right now.
All right.
So we have some pecan halves that we bought. I know this is for liquid, but this is what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah, it'll have to make do.
So there's about 1 cup. I would say this whole thing. So I'm actually just gonna chop them up.
We're kind of just winging it. It'll be okay.
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, they're not super finely chopped, but they're good enough. We're gonna take the pecans and we're gonna put them in a skillet with a 1.5 tablespoons of butter, and we're just gonna brown them to get them kind of toasty roasty. And then we're gonna put them in a bowl to the side. So we have the butter, that's gonna go in. We're gonna let that melt a little bit.
Yep.
And then we're gonna combine it with all of these pecans. Do you say pecans or
mostly
pecans?
Chopped pecans.
Yeah.
I think I switched.
Finely chopped, but
I think it'll be fine.
Me too.
Finely chopped.
Finely chopped. I think it'll be fine either way. Break them up a little bit with my hands here. This is a real high class situation we've got going. He's eating all of the product.
I just ate one of those.
So our butter is melted.
Yep, and we're just throwing the pecans, pecans, yep, whatever you want to call them, in there with the butter.
And then you just get them all roasted. So it says 4 to 5 minutes. So you get them like all coated in butter.
There's some strays. We'll have to recoup those later.
But you just get them coated in butter, and then you should like smell them like a roasted nut.
Yeah, exactly.
The next step, it says 2 in a large bowl using, in a large bowl, combine flour, salt, cinnamon, and baking soda. Whisk well to combine, then set aside until needed. I can do that.
Easy enough.
So we need 2 1/3 cup all-purpose flour, and it says don't pack the flour in. So that's 1.
Boom.
Oh my. 2.
Boom, boom.
And then 1/3. And 1/3. There we go.
So there's our flour.
And then we need salt, which shouldn't be too much. Salt, salt, salt. 1 teaspoon. Probably good.
Yeah, we'll call that enough.
So you need 1 teaspoon cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
So we don't really have that, but I'm sure it's fine.
We have it somewhere, I don't know where.
No, we have a pinch, a smidge, a dash. We have like the teensy tiny ones. No, we do not have the teaspoon, tablespoon. And then baking soda. This is where it could get interesting because that kind of needs to be exact, but it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I think that was a little much, so we'll go like that. There we go. And
Is
then
that the correct amount? We don't really know.
Who knows?
Only time will tell.
Then we need to whisk it together and then set aside until needed. So I'm assuming oh my. They're roasted.
So, a last minute save by my honey to get the nuts off the stove.
They were getting pretty close.
Yes.
To being
They look good.
They do, and they
I'll
smell.
try
they
one
don't
once
smell
they
good.
cool down to see if.
I mean, they don't smell bad. They do
No.
smell good.
Yeah, they smell good.
All right, so we have the stand mixer, and it says if you're going to use a stand mixer, you need to use the paddle attachment,
It looks
which
like
is like the bread making one.
Yeah, it looks like Captain Hook's hook.
It does. And then we need to use the butter that we browned earlier. This should be at room temperature, and it's coming out pretty easily. But our apartment's pretty cold.
Yeah, our apartment's a little bit chilly right now, so it's not super soft and melty at all. Whoa,
No.
it's a
Yep.
disc of butter.
It is, and I'm actually gonna leave a little bit of that bit in here because I think that's gonna be the kind of bit that's like
A little yucky.
a little burnt tasting. So we're gonna put the butter in. Butter, and then we need both the white sugar and the dark brown sugar.
Both kinds of sugar.
So we need 1 cup dark brown sugar, and we need 1/2 cup granulated sugar.
So here's our granulated sugar.
So we need 1/2 cup of this. We didn't think we had any, so it was a nice save finding this in the pantry.
Very excited to find it in the pantry for sure.
That's good. So 1 cup of that, and then we need 1/2 cup of the dark brown sugar, all packed. I'm also making a large mess.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Cleaning
All good.
Cleaning will be part 2. You guys can watch us clean our kitchen.
No.
Super exciting.
And we actually have this ingredient, dark brown sugar.
Yes.
Because we made another recipe. We'll leave that video linked up above and down below.
If you like watching us struggle to cook things,
You will love
We have
that.
another video for you. Yep.
Yeah, our friend Brian Lee over at the Bryrock 75 gave us a recipe to cook last time. We're doing about the same. Just as well, just as poorly, about the same here.
We're doing fine.
So that was 1/2 cup. So now I think our butter is a little bit hard, which might be a problem, but it says do it for 2 minutes until it's like whipped, like fluffy, it says.
Yeah, so we'll just revert back. Once it gets fluffy, we'll pull that off.
So we made a mistake. I think this is the paddle mixer.
Yeah, if you're a baker and you were like freaking out when we called the Hook One a paddle mixer, we sincerely apologize.
I should probably stop using my fingers. But it like wasn't getting light and fluffy, so we'll try this.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's mixing it way better.
Okay.
Becoming much more incorporated here. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our vanilla and our bourbon. So we need 2 tablespoons of bourbon, which isn't a whole lot, and it's definitely gonna get cooked off in the oven, all the alcohol, so it'll just be the flavor. And then we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We saved it!
Yep.
So that definitely was not the paddle mixer. I was like acting like I knew, and apparently I didn't. So it's light and fluffy, which looks good. So we're gonna combine 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna use the same one, so at least it's consistent. Maybe that will help.
Yeah.
And then
it might be wrong, but at least it's
2
consistently wrong.
tablespoons of bourbon. And we are a bourbon household,
Yes,
so if we go a little over, I think it'll be all right.
The one we're using is Maker's Mark.
Yes. Oh, this is new. Brand new. Oh!
What happened?
Oh my god.
You got vanilla in your
Oh my
eye?
god, I'm gonna go blind.
Oh
Holy
no!
moly.
Oh no!
Don't put the camera down or anything. I'm fine.
I had to get it on film.
Whoa, whoa, buddy.
You get it in your eyeball?
Yes, there was one little drip on this, and it just slingshotted directly into my eye. Holy moly. Whoa. Whoa, nothing like some alcohol right in your eye. All right, let's try that again. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. I can do that. Maybe. 1, 2. Whoa. And then 2 tablespoons of bourbon. And then we're gonna mix this until it's combined. and then we're gonna put 1 egg in at a time, and these eggs we left out, they're supposed to be room temperature. This is a very exact recipe here.
Yeah, as you can tell.
Except for the bourbon part.
Yeah, we're just winging that.
So that's done. So we're gonna incorporate this, and then we'll put 1 egg in, beat for 15 seconds, put another egg in, beat for 15 seconds, and then we're done with the electric mixer. Then it was very specific on how we had to incorporate the flour. We can only use a stiff rubber spatula or a wooden spoon. All right, so we are gonna add 1 egg at a time. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. And then we're gonna beat it.
15 seconds. Beat it like the Michael Jackson song.
All right. It's crazy how much different brown butter smells. Like,
Yes.
I think you can definitely smell the brown butter because it smells like caramely and rich and dark.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
really into. So it says, turn mixer off using a wooden spoon or a sturdy rubber spatula. Gently fold in the flour, stirring only until the flour begins to disappear. Then you fold in the chocolate chunks and the buttered pecans. So we got semi-sweet chocolate chunks.
Yep.
And it calls for the whole bag.
I was gonna say we're about to use the whole bag, so this will definitely be a batch of chocolatey cookies.
And I got chunks over morsels just because aesthetically I like how they look in a cookie better. Put in a little, gently fold. Not the most gentle cook as you may have seen. So it's time to incorporate the chocolate chunks
Get the good stuff in there.
and the pecans, and it's a lot of both.
Yeah.
It's a pretty like thick and dry batter. I don't know, I think that when I was doing the brown butter, it like evaporated too much, and maybe it cooked it too high. And so we may have lost a little bit of moisture just because there's not as much butter as they think. But it says, once you do that, you're gonna roll the 3 tablespoon sized scoops of dough between your palms to form a ball. Then you're gonna place them on the prepared sheet. So we have parchment paper on a baking sheet, and place a pecan on top of each cookie dough mound if desired. Then you're gonna bake them in the oven for 9 to 10 minutes or until golden brown along the edges but still soft in the middle. So we are probably gonna have to bake these in batches.
Yes.
So we will do that and get them in the oven. I did have to preheat it to 375. I made a mistake in the beginning of the video. It should be 375. All right, into the pool, kids.
In you go.
That's
Oh
so
my.
many. Go ahead.
Quality assurance.
We also switched to a wooden spoon because the rubber spatula, though it is cute,
There's too much give.
yeah, it was
It
not
wasn't
quite cutting
sturdy
it.
enough.
Whoops. I've only made cookies from scratch a handful of times. Usually I just get the break and bake.
Yeah. Usually I don't even bake those. I just break them and eat them.
If you have a favorite cookie recipe, tell us down below or DM us on Instagram and let us know, because we have a pretty severe cookie or intense cookie baking competition with Tommy's family some years.
Oh yeah.
And we would love to bring some new players to the game.
Definitely.
All right, that looks good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna roll these into little balls,
some
press
balls.
a fancy little pecan on the top, and then get them in the oven. All right, so we made pretty big cookies.
Yeah, they might be too big. We don't know.
I'm a little nervous they're gonna run into each other. I'll like alternate them, you
We'll
know
just
what
have
I mean?
one big cookie cake.
No, this will be good. And so what you do now is you just press a little pecan on the top. I think that's how they look.
Yeah, it's like his little hat.
And then they're gonna pop into the oven for 10 minutes or until the edges are crispy golden brown. And we still have a ton of batter left, so
Yeah, we're gonna have
these are gonna be a couple batches.
we're gonna have a ton of cookies after this for sure.
So we'll show you when they come out of the oven.
Yeah.
We'll show you what they look like, and we'll taste them for you.
Yeah, we'll let you know if they're any good.
I'm sure they're delicious. We actually gave the batter a little bit of taste test, and I was telling Tommy, I think I'm gonna replace all butter and cookie recipes with brown butter because it just like, the depth of flavor is so good. So, Let's go. So we are back.
Yes.
The cookies are out of the oven. They are cooled.
Yeah.
So they are actually beautiful.
They turned out way
So
better.
here they are.
Hand up, they turned out way better than I thought they were going to. I was pretty skeptical, but they look delicious.
Yeah, let me give you a better view of them. So there's the cookie, lots of chocolate chunks. It's not too burnt on the bottom. So we poured our glass of eggnog.
Yeah, we don't have milk. We have nog.
Let us know in the comments down below if you are eggnog people, because I know a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I did know that a lot of people
So
were not
let's-
fans. Cheers.
Mmm.
It's not really good.
It what now? What did it do?
It turned out really good.
Mmm. There's so many chocolate morsels in there. The brown butter is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely recommend making these at home.
Yeah, the chunks were a good call too. I think if it was chips, it might be a little bit too spread out.
Yeah.
But this way you just get these big chunks of melted chocolate. It's really good.
It is really good. And I think they don't melt quite as much. Like on yours, they have like, some really pretty chunks on the top of it.
Yeah, it's an aesthetically pleasing cookie. It's chunky. It's not like a uniform consistency, but it's big, filled with goodies, really yummy.
If you make these, let us know down below if you made them, what you think of them. I think they're really delicious and worth it.
Yeah.
We want to wish you guys from us a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
Yep.
Whatever you celebrate. We just wanted to say thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for hanging out with us, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.